Cheers, everybody. Welcome back to another beer review. And this is the second beer review of the Theakston Hairy Bikers beer range, if you want to call it that. We've done the best bitter, and we have now got their Zesty IPA, clocking in at 4.5% ABV. Big fan of the Hairy Bikers. Who isn't? Who isn't a big fan of the Hairy Bikers? Big loss with Dave passing away. I don't know how far the beer was in development when Dave was alive, so I can't comment on that. But I've brought up the Theakston website with a bit of information about this beer. It says, developed in collaboration with the famous Hairy Bikers Simon King and the late Dave Myers. Hairy Bikers Zesty IPA. It's refreshing, zesty New World IPA, unfiltered. It's got Admiral, Challenger, and Pilgrim in. The beer was developed over 6 months, hand in hand with the Hairy Bikers, combining world-class culinary skills with nearly 200 years of brewing experience. I'm praying that this beer's got to be good, like I did with the bitter. The bitter was okay. It was good. It was one of them sessionable type bitters for me. So we're coming to the IPA now. The last IPA I had from Theakston was the Old Peculiar IPA, and I look back at the review of it now. I was trying to. It's one of them beers. Theakston for me, just down the road for me. I hold them in high esteem. I do. A traditional, old-fashioned Yorkshire brewery. And when I did the Old Peculiar IPA, the term Old Peculiar, is one of my favourite beers, favourite ales of all time. It is, and to stick that on an IPA, then to put it out there and be disappointed in it, and I was disappointed deep down about it. It was a hard review to do because I knew it could be so much better. So coming to this, I love the Hairy Bikers. I love their TV shows. They're everything great about being northern. For me, northern, down to earth people, no bullshit, just straight to the point. Really nice fellas. Big loss, Dave Myers passing, and I just hope that this beer, this hazy IPA, is a lot better than the Old Peculiar IPA. I really do. So let's crack it open. This was purchased from Tesco's. Tesco's have also got the bitter in at the moment. So pick him up as you go through the beer aisle. I'm hopeful that these beers will be a big hit for Theakston and Hairy Bikers. More so the Hairy Bikers because, they deserve it. There's a plain black crown. Let's get a whiff. At the moment, not getting much. There's a slight hoppiness there to the aroma, but not much. So let's pour it out, like you do, and see what it's about. So they're calling this a hazy IPA, unfiltered. Let's see how unfiltered it is. It was only a couple of quid, this beer, so there she goes. It's in. Let's have a look. It's not a craft beer haze to it, is it? Up to it's got a haze to it. Quite busy in carbonation. Thin in head. Let's get a whiff. Subtle fruit notes. Melon. Lemon. Yeah, slight subtle fruit notes. Berries. There's like berryness there. It smells okay. Fingers crossed with this. I'm going to go in and make a toast to Dave. Cheers, Dave. This is your second beer, mate. Hope it's as good as the bitter. Cheers. Ugh. Going again. It's an old school IPA for starters. It's an old school IPA. It reeks of traditional cask IPA. It. I'm a. I hate to say this. I just do. I feel like a white twat for saying this because I love the hairy bikers. Already do. Um. It's very reminiscent to the old peculiar IPA. I go in again. On the front end, nice. You get a nice gentle bitterness. You get lemon, hint of lime for me. Towards the back end, actually, to be honest, it feels a little bit better as you go in. On the back end, you get a nice bitterness. Mouthfeel is okay. If I had a choice between the two Hairy Bikers beers, I'll go for the bitter. I think the bitter's okay. Getting to this one, it gives the influence of a well hot beer. It will make the journey to India if you want it to. But I do have, maybe it's a personal thing, I do have a problem with old school IPAs to a degree. They don't really, on a personal level, old school IPAs don't really work for me. When you go to Theakston, breweries like Theakston, I like the milds, the dark beers. They really work for me. The bitters work for me. When we're talking IPAs, I find them difficult, to be honest. Black Sheep is the same. Marston's used to be pretty bad at them. Coming to this, I mean, yes, it's an old school IPA. It is. It is what it is. I would say buy it, try it. My favourite is the bitter. I do love the Hairy Bikers. I'm so sorry for criticising this beer because I shouldn't be criticising this beer because I love the Hairy Bikers. But Theakston, you can do a lot better. I think you can. I'll go in again. One more for the road. Smooth mouthfeel, hints of bitterness, does lack in the body of the beer, and I think for me that is the killer blow for me. But I'm not going to tell you not to buy it. I think Hairy Bikers, national institution, love them. Come on, Theakston, you could have done better. Thank you so much for watching this one. See on me. I feel really bad and depressed now after this one. See on me next one. Bib bib.